Today we are going to learn 6 new English vocabulary. Let's get started. 第一个是 ransack， 第二个是 salient， 第三个是 hapless， 第四个是 incite， 第五个是 nuisance， 最后一个是 implore。ransack, ransack.
洗劫，翻找。
The thieves ransacked the house, turning over furniture and scattering belongings everywhere.
盗贼洗劫了这所房子，将家具翻倒，弄得里面一片狼藉。
Or you can refuse my offer and we'll ransack the house till we find the money and
You take cash, credit cards, even a few things of minimal value, and ransack the place.
Miranda waited for the deadbolt to drop and then used the opportunity to ransack Ted's apartment and look for pictures of old girlfriends.
We arrived home from the opera to find the entire house ransacked.
And then they ransacked the office, and we don't really know what paperwork might have been taken, but
then one night, the secret police broke into my house. They tore me from my family, ransacked my laboratory, and brought me to this dungeon.
Salient, salient.
显著的，突出的。
The salient point of the presentation was the emphasis on sustainable practices that can benefit both the environment and the economy.
这个简报的显著点是在强调可持续实践对环境和经济的好处。
Unless salient details emerge, there is no story for me to report.
The only salient information you need to know is did he cheat?
Yes, Mr. Buck, that is a salient point.
The salient point is...
But first, if it's all right with you, we'd like to go over the salient points of the interview.
Hapless, hapless.
倒霉的，不幸运的。
Despite his best efforts, the hapless chef burned nearly every dish he prepared that evening.
尽管他全力以赴，但那位倒霉的厨师几乎把当晚所有的菜都烧焦了。
You've got to be the most hapless oaf I've ever seen in my life! Oh!
Every foolish choice you've made, every wasted opportunity, every hapless misstep in your sad, misbegotten life.
And then, like jaguars circling their hapless prey, we'd close in for the kill.
I mean, you probably have better things to do than to waste your time with a hapless loser.
Hapless, lazy, disorganized, and in general, the most lecherous person I've ever known in my life.
Incite, incite.
煽动。
His actions could incite violence among the protesters.
他的行为可能会煽动抗议者之间的暴力。
In addition to the murder investigation, we are investigating others on assault and conspiracy to incite violence.
But if any one of your team is caught or killed, they will be branded terrorists out to incite global nuclear war.
It would be reasonable to make sure that politicians know that if they incite any more violence, we'll fight fire with fire.
And the plan was to incite a riot.
They concluded that there was no conspiracy by the defendants to incite violence during the convention.
Nuisance, nuisance.
滋扰，困扰。
It's such a nuisance having to rewrite those homework.
这真是烦人，还要重写那些作业。
I don't want to be a nuisance, but I need your help, Carson.
Last night you were a small annoyance, but today you're growing into a large nuisance.
Now you just sleep nice and quiet and don't make a nuisance of yourself.
I'm sorry to be such a nuisance.
Billy is a nuisance.
I find the moment that a woman makes friends with me, she becomes jealous, exacting, suspicious, and a damn nuisance.
You make a nuisance of yourself wherever you go.
Implore. Implore.
恳求，祈求。
She implored her parents to let her attend the concert.
她恳求父母让她参加音乐会。
And I want to implore anyone who has any information at all, please come forward.
Well, I expect them to fight me every step of the way, but I do implore them to look at the evidence and data that we've collected here.
Your Honor, we implore you to at least hear us before making your ruling.
I implore you, try.
Please, I implore you.
I implore you, Mr. Keaton, believe me.
Please, I implore you.